Okay, so my mom's backyard is under some landscaping. It's never really was done right. So this is a part of the gift that I've bought her. We've already planted 4 of them. These are your Nellie hollies, Nellie Stevens hollies. They have a growth rate of about 2.5 to 3 foot a year. You've seen my video of planting the other ones. So these ones are a lot cheaper. They're smaller. Well, first thing, they're cheaper. The other ones were more expensive, obviously, because they were like 6 foot. These are about waist height. Well, no, this actually, I'm standing on the ground. I mean, about 4 foot tall. That one's really tall. And then we have these green giant. Let me check the tag. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, they call it the green giant. Oh, I want to pronounce it in Spanish. The green giant Arborvitae. But there's actually an easier name for them. But anyways, we spaced 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in the back. And we have them 6 foot apart. And then these green giants in the front, they kind of have a little bit higher of a growth rate. But we have 4 of them in the front. And I have them right now 5 foot apart. But anyways, we're building a nice living privacy screen here for her backyard. And it's just, remember, you can see how high we're keeping our Nellies here. They are high. Plant them high. Pine bark mulch is very good. It helps with the pH balance. Nellies like acidic soil. They grow better in acidic soil. And then I fed them. You can see the fertilizer here. As I'm planting, I'm feeding them with the fertilizer, a Thrive fertilizer. It feeds for 5 to 6 months. And a little bit of this dieback and stuff as you're in transition and stuff is sometimes happens. Don't freak out about it. They'll be okay. It's not a big deal. They're in transition from the nursery to the landscape. It's not a huge deal. And you can see I'm at the middle of the root ball. Make sure you get your tape measure at the middle of the root ball, and then 6 foot to the middle of this one. And then I'm coming 4 foot off of this fence. So this old tape would work. Raggedy thing. Let me get my daughter out here to help me. Okay, so we're a little off on our 4 feet. So let's see. Get right here. 4 feet. And then I'm gonna take my sharpshooter and go around the tree a couple inches off. You see, and just make me a hole. So I can kind of identify where make me some marks, where my tree's going. And these are really shallow holes because the root ball is so little, and we want them, man, this tape measure, I tell you what, it's seen better days. This ain't gonna work. All right, that tape measure is done. So anyways, that root ball is like 10 inches. So I want them about 5 inches high. So I'm only digging this hole about 5 inches. So I got my hole marked here, and I'm just gonna dig it out, and then I'll start the video over. I got my daughter here helping me now, so it's easier to video. So we got our little hole here, marked 5 inches, as you can see. So now we'll take our Nellie, and you can see the roots coming out of this container grown tree here. Just knock those off the bottom. Just outgrown it. There. All right, look at these roots here, Tootie. You don't have to zoom in, just come here. You see how these roots are growing around? You can remember in the other videos, you got to cut these roots. Make sure you cut them. Set your tree in there. You can see how high we are. Get level to where they can kind of see the height of what we're planting the Nellie. You see from the ground level up, that's what you want. So just take your sharpshooter or sawzall. For big trees, I use a sawzall. Cut that root ball in multiple places. There you go. I had a guy at a tree farm tell me one time that your planting of your tree, the health of your tree is kind of like a painter. The painter's painting is only as good as his preparation. It's the same way in planting your trees, and I really appreciate him saying that. And then rough the sides up. Always get those roots. Look at them now. You see how they're out? They're gonna get out and establish themselves in the soil. Oh yeah, nice. So we got that. I had a little hole here that I'm gonna use this. So get you some topsoil from your local lumber yard. Good topsoil, and always replace with better topsoil. Fill it up a little bit around your tree. Then we're gonna go get our water hose. This is just, I mean, I just got off work. We only got about a little daylight left. This is something that does not take a lot of time. Now we'll stop the video, get the water hose set up. All right, we're gonna kind of water this in, find a good setting here. Kind of water this in. Now most people, and I used to think the same thing, think that they have to tap the dirt down, and that's not how you set a tree. You set a tree with water, because when the water settles down in the soil, it pushes the air up. You don't want air pockets. That's not good for the root ball. So this right here works. Then get you some more soil. Don't fill your hole all up at once. Obviously, for a bigger tree, you got a bigger hole, you got bigger soil. 110 gallon tree, I'm probably going to use 30 bags of topsoil. New topsoil. Fresh topsoil. Gets a little muddy, a little messy. Add some more. We're putting an arbor in front of this screen, so this screen is going to be the backdrop for my mom. It's going to be really nice when the backyard's done. The other cool thing that I'll tell you about this, what we're doing in this video, is my mom doesn't have an irrigation system, so you don't need an irrigation system to plant you a screen, especially when you choose the right varieties, because Nellies don't like a lot of water. So they don't need to be irrigated. When they're getting established once a week, depending on what time of the year, a good soak. What I'll probably do, my mom will enjoy just coming out here and watering them once a week, even during the summer. But right now we're getting a whole heck of a lot of rain, so that's not even necessary. You can get those gator bags that are like a little inner tube, and you can put those on them and just fill those up once a week. I'm not going to do that because they're $30 a piece. I'm trying to save money, so we're just going to water them once a week, and that'll be sufficient. But keep them moist so they can get the roots established. Don't let it go dry. But after that first year, you know, they're really just a low maintenance, woody ornamental, great plant, great tree to plant in a non-irrigated area, because they don't require a lot of maintenance. They do want some water, but light water. So get down here to you, kind of at a profile where they can kind of see the drain. You see you have the flare up here. I say the flare, top of the root ball flare area, and there's the drain. See, the water's going to drain away, and that's what you want. Fresh soil, good nutrients, nice drainage. Okay, so we have that. Now what I like to do before watering in the last time is get me some mulch around it so my soil doesn't move around. And I've learned that, as you will learn, trial by error. This is a Damasco. We use a lot of Damasco mulch, organic pine mulch, and I'm connecting to the other one, making a little nice area. Keep it off of that root ball so you can feed it, water it. Probably gonna need one more bag. I have some properties where these Nellies are 30 foot or 25 foot, huge, beautiful trees. So yeah, we'll need another bag around it. Just kind of make it ring around there. You want your weed control, get about 2 inches deep. But remember, this is not just for looks. This pine bark mulch controls your acidic variables in your soil. All right, so we have that. Now we'll water it in. We're gonna put one more bag. Where's our water hose at? Just water it in. After this, nice water around the tree. We'll put another bag in here to connect to the next holly. Nice soak. Very good, huh? All right, so what next? I'm gonna take some of this Thrive, this slow feed, slow release. It's a 21-611. It's just like chicken feed. It's not rocket science. Some will disagree, whatever. Just don't kill the tree, that's enough. You don't need to get crazy with it. Just put a little out. That's all these little trees need. And we'll move on. We'll set a time lapse up. So we got this one now. So we have this one now planted here. The difference in this one is actually it got put in a hole. So the hole that we made was only about 2 inches deep. So if you get into an area where the elevation change, where you kind of get into a whole area, just you know, don't still go down, because you still want to keep everything kind of level through there, through your screen. All right, Rayleigh, we got that watered in. Yep. We got that watered in. All right, so we got 3 more of our Nellies to do. And guys, the cool thing I'll tell you about this is, what time do we start? I got home from work at like 6:30. It gets dark here in Texas this time of year at like 8:30. We came out here at like 7, right? 7:15. What time is it? What time it is? Anyways, last week I planted 4 of them in like 1 hour and 15 minutes. So this is something that you can do rather quickly, and something you can enjoy with your family too. Huh? You're muddy. All right, guys. We got our little screen back here. We're calling it a night. We still got 1 more left over there, but we couldn't get to it, could we, Tootie? Couldn't get to it. But anyways, just one way you can have fun with your family and plant you a really nice living Nellie holly screen. Right, Fruit? Mm-hmm. The Thuya green giant grows 3 to 5 feet a year. Its parent tree, the western red cedar, lives for 1,200 years. I just read that. Anyways, this is the last tree of the screen. As you can see, all the Nellies are planted in the back row. And then we have our Thuya green giants here in the front. So I'm just going to show this planting of this last one. We're doing 10 feet off of this fence and about 6 feet diagonal spacing from the Nellies. I still have my broken tape measure.
think you might want to move it.
Huh? Ooh. That's way off. The first one I measured, about 6 foot diagonal spacing. How's that?
That's better.
Looks good. Maybe a little bit more, a tad more. All right. So we'll mark our hole, our final tree. Remember, this is my mom's backyard. We're doing construction back here. It's not irrigated, so your lawn does not have to be irrigated. These don't require a lot of water. The first year I'd water them more than as when they're established. I'm gonna go deeper with my hole here because there used to be a pool. You can see all the sand and the elevation is higher. And I don't want the tree setting a lot higher than the other ones. This is good sand. Whoa, there's something there. This is a little bit deeper hole. All right, let me set it down here. Okay, this tree is unique to the other ones planted because we're going to be doing dirt work around it, and it's higher elevation than the others. So again, cut the roots. These thuyas, if I'm pronouncing it right, grow the same way. You can see the roots are in a circle. You want them to get out and establish themselves, so cut them. Rough them up. You see how the roots come? Show that close. You see how these roots come out? They'll get out away from the root ball. Look at that. Look how healthy they are. Get out and establish themselves. That's what you want. You want to get those roots out because you'll lose the tree. Yeah, nice. Oh, they're really healthy roots. Okay. Is that in there? What, baby?
Do you have a trash can out here?
Got a trash can in the shop. I don't know if it's in the shop. It might be on the side of the shop. So we're watering it in. Let that water soak down in there, pushing the air pockets up. Again, this sets your tree. You don't need to tamp the dirt around it. This sets it. some. Now we'll get our mulch. Good organic pine mulch, treated. Go. All right, you can. I'm gonna go run and grab another one. You can stop it. Another good thing you'll see, you can kind of put like a bowl around it, especially if your lawn's not irrigated in the summer. We're planting right now in Texas. What month? It's the end of May. So you can do like that, kind of make a bowl shape to help it to hold moisture when it rains. Let me get this water hose out from under you. Water the tree in really good. And this screen's done. I think it'll look really good with some accent lighting or some small low voltage DC lighting. But when it grows and matures, it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. These have a little bit faster growth rate. They can grow up to 5 foot per year than the Nellies are 2.5 to 3 foot. But these require a certain type of trimming. They require a certain type of maintenance. It's a little bit different than a Nellie. They'll shoot more than 1 liter up. You can research that on YouTube. When these get older, I'll make a video on how to trim them. But the Nellies are just a woody ornamental. You can just trim them. You can cut those things back 2.5, 3 foot in the spring if you want to. All right, well, thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Professional photographer. I think a cedar fence will be nice in the back. What's that? No? Tengo hambre. We have a big arbor that's going to go in front of the area where those thuyas are, the green giant.
Does it smell good?
Dixie likes it too. You like it, Dix? Dixie, you like it? Really? Smells good, doesn't it? Dixie is happy.